Hi, this is Mike from the Moto Legends. Last week we were in Denver with Big Red, Evel Knievel's truck, coming through to go to Las Vegas. And this week we're at the Thunder Valley Motocross track. And Thunder Valley, by the way, and I'll repeat this at the end, on the 13th there's a national here at Thunder Valley, which is pretty exciting. But this weekend, before they prep the track for the national, they are setting it up for vintage motocross racing. And I'm here with the Rocky Mountain Vintage Motocross Club, Mandy and Dan, and we're going to talk a little bit about what they're doing, what the club does, and all of their events. Welcome, guys.
Thank you.
Hi, thank you.
Thanks for
That'll
having
be
us.
Dan on the right, Mandy on the left.
Thank you.
Dan, you are a race director.
Correct.
Okay. And Mandy, you seem to do everything around here. What?
That is true. I'm technically secretary, but have a lot more on my plate than that, just like anything else.
Okay. It's a good thing you didn't have any zits on your face because I just did a really close-up of your chin. But that's okay. This is easy stuff. I'm going to back up a little bit. So tell me about the club. The club's been around since 2010, maybe even before that. I know the legends that you have racing have been racing way before that time.
For sure.
Isn't it funny that you call, what is vintage now? What year would be vintage?
Vintage is pre-75.
Okay.
Yep, so 75 and earlier is vintage class. And then
And we are sitting in front of some vintage bikes that'll be racing tomorrow. We may talk about those with the actual guys that are going to be racing them. So what does it take to put something like this together? You have quite a few events throughout the year, don't you? Or this is Colorado, so maybe not throughout the year, spring, summer, fall.
it's hard to get through the whole year. Granted, if we had a winter like we had last winter, we probably could have raced all winter long too. But we shoot for 8 or 9 races a year when we can. And it takes a lot. There's a whole crew of us, myself and Mandy and 6 or 7 others that really put these on, and we all kind of have our different roles and the different kind of pieces that we do, but we're an all volunteer club, and so we don't get paid for any of this. We just do it because we love it, and,
Right.
and we love racing, and we love the people that we have racing with us, and it's just a great group of folks.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't ask this before, but do you both race? Or
Yes.
Did you?
Yes, we both.
Yeah, we both race, yeah.
race, yeah.
And Mandy, your dad is a legend. I've interviewed him at the Moto Legends before. That's
Yeah, my
Catalano.
dad is Dwight Catalano, and I was born and raised at the track. I've been riding a dirt bike before I could even ride a bicycle. So I love it. I'm passionate about it, and happy to volunteer with this club and keep it going.
Got it. So what are some of the tracks that you do? It's mostly local stuff, right? Like Denver, but you go down maybe to Colorado Springs. Do you go up to Wyoming? Where do you go?
So it's pretty spread out. So we're everywhere from Colorado Springs out to Alamosa, Lakewood. Then we have Brush, Sterling, a couple of Nebraska tracks that we race at. It's tough because a lot of the local tracks have, over the years have kind of closed down and just gone away. And so we're trying to just find the best tracks we can to have some of the best racing we can.
Name some of the tracks. I know Aztec.
So Aztec,
Colorado Springs,
yep,
Thunder
Aztec,
Valley, which is where we're
Thunder
at.
Valley, Kimball Motocross, which is in Kimball, Nebraska, which is a
Okay.
new track.
Oh, wow.
And it's actually built by one of our racers, and it's amazing.
Nice.
Sydney Cycle Club in Sydney, Nebraska. Sweeney Cycle Park up in
Okay.
Brush, and I can't remember the name of the Sterling track. It might be Pawnee, I think.
Okay. I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've been here. This is our first year racing there.
Okay.
And I haven't raced there in about 15 years, and I'm pretty pumped to go back.
Mandy, we're going to mention this a few times,
Okay.
but if somebody wanted to see your schedule, your website is.
rmvmc.org. Yeah. And we do try to have races, geographically all over the state when we can, and we do go up north. And really the thing that we try to do is have vintage friendly, mellow tracks, but it also benefits modern riders. I feel safe racing. And so that's what we're all about. We're looking for new tracks always. We also want to have a diverse schedule. So
Right.
lots of fun to be had.
And you draw people from all over the place. I mean, I see even out of state license plates here. Which,
Oh, yeah. We have guys that have been racing with us that drive 8 hours to come race our races, and
there's a few legends that I see with BSAs and stuff like that, and they go down to Berber Moto Park and they do. I mean, vintage racing is all over the place.
Yeah.
You know, and the AMA is actually, I'm going to do a plug for the Moto Legends. I had an exclusive interview with the AMA Hall of Fame Museum last year, and that was really cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So if you're watching the Moto Legends, go back a little bit, you'll find that tour. So anyway, getting on. So Mandy, how do you get people to join? How are you promoting the club?
I think there's just a lot of excitement around what we're doing. Obviously, being associated with my dad, Dwight Catalano, he's got a big career in motocross, and I think some of his connections has been helpful. But just word of mouth, we're promoting a lot online. But I think the biggest thing is just having good events. So if we can execute on the track, if we can execute on our operations, then people come back. The other thing I would say we're really big on is just friendly. This is a friendly, fun environment. And I think that keeps people coming back. We have shorter days, less intense days. You get to see, lots of cool old bikes, which is some of my favorites. So there's a lot of things I think that draw people to, but overall, it's really the event itself, I think, that people are getting excited about.
Mandy, are you racing tomorrow?
I am racing tomorrow, yeah.
What are you racing?
So I race a modern bike, modern 254 stroke.
I think a Yamaha?
Yes, Yamaha, yeah. Hope to start getting more into some of the vintage or non-modern bikes as well.
Gotcha. And Dan, you race too, I know.
Yep, so I race.
Here, you doing vintage?
Yep, I race in the modern class right now. I also race in the D2 class. I've got an old 90s.
What is D2?
So D2 is kind of like your 90s dual disc brake kind of motocross bikes, right? So, which is around the time I kind of started riding a little bit. And so I just love those bikes. And so I went and picked one up about a year ago. And so I figured I could ride in at least some level of a vintage class.
Well, that's something I want to talk to you guys too about, is finding a vintage bike. I mean, if somebody, I've raced YZ450Fs and I've raced Circuit Motocross. I've thought about getting into the vintage, and I actually have a couple of classic bikes at home, not ones that I could race, but how does somebody go about doing that? I mean, do you connect with the club, I guess, would be a great way to do it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, connecting with the club would be a great way to start. So we do have a lot of other clubs within our club, like the Lost Boys Club. They will have like garage days or garage parties where they get together and work on bikes, or they have networks that will help find those bikes. But I would say, there's some Facebook groups, but getting in touch with us is certainly a good start.
Coming down to the race.
Yeah.
So tomorrow, racers meetings what, at 8:15?
8:30.
8:30, yeah.
Okay. And then races start. How long in the day do you think they'll go? A lot of that has to do with the starter and the finish and how things get moving. And I think they've got a good starter.
Yeah. So practice starts at 9, racing starts at 10, and it probably goes until like 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give or take.
Yeah. Okay.
Some days we get done earlier, if we can kind of like rip right through. Sometimes there's things that happen that we need to take some time and make sure that things are tended to appropriately, and that can, make the day a little longer. But that's fine. We want to make sure everybody's safe and everybody's happy and having a good time, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah. I'm going to throw something in here. What have we not talked about that when you guys walk away, you go, oh, I wish we would have talked about this? Is there anything?
I think for me, this club is just, you'll find a lot of nostalgia, which I love. I think walking around and seeing the old bikes and seeing people race them and have fun with them is just so much fun. So I think for me, I love that we're celebrating the historical aspect of motocross, especially in Colorado, and I think that's one thing that we're doing well. So, for me, just come out and see what we're all about and say hi and have fun.
You just can't beat the atmosphere, really.
Well, and in motocross in general. I know the club is friendly too, but whether it's, the other regular motocross, modern motocross that's going on, people are helpful. I was at the take a kid dirt biking day out in Gypsum,
Yeah.
Nice.
the Dry Valley Motocross Park out there a couple of weeks ago. Getting kids involved. Smokey the Bear was there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I couldn't interview Smokey. He doesn't. He doesn't have that. You too. Flyers. But anyway, so yeah, it is a friendly sport. People are helpful, and I was talking to somebody before, and they were talking about. I think it might have been your dad, that somebody's bike seized up, and somebody else that was racing said, "Here, use my bike," and they went out and raced that. And,
Yeah.
that's the kind of stuff you don't see often, but you do see it with motocross and with vintage. People will help. You got a problem with your bike?
Absolutely.
You got a moto coming up? Somebody comes in and they help you out and they help you get it going.
And we're a smaller club, and so it's very much like a family, and a lot of people know, we all know each other, and we've been kind of doing this together for years, and it's great.
Well, tomorrow we're hoping to get an interview with some of the legends, including your dad, Dwight, and we're going to do some stuff during the day. I'll be down at the start. So again, the website is
rmvmc.org.
which
Yep.
stands for Rocky Mountain Vintage Motocross Club.
That's right.
Which is a mouthful. And before you go, we are here at Thunder Valley, and on the 13th of June is the Thunder Valley National.
Yes.
And one of the neat things about David Claybaugh on this track is they kind of took down the jumps and everything so that you guys would have a safe track, and it'd be easier for some of the older bikes. I mean, there's BMWs, Triumphs, Rickmans
Yeah.
out there. And then once you're finished on Monday, they get out there and they start building the track for the National, and the pros will be here.
Yep.
So tickets for that are available at tvmx.net. And let's see, I figured it out. We have 13 days, 12 hours, probably 13 days, 11 hours, and 45 minutes until that race.
I can't wait.
Yeah, it'll be cool. I'll see you here.
Absolutely.
All right. See you here.
Thanks, guys.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.